This weekend, 7 Marquette artists will have their work highlighted at 0 Degrees Gallery in Marquette.
And that's where Michael Sobek is joining us live from right now with a closer look at some of the artwork that you might be able to see. Michael, tell us, is the artwork right behind you?
The artwork is right behind me, and if you look carefully, it's very different. There's a lot of different styles, pieces, different techniques. Now today we'll be actually talking with Patrick Dragon. By the way, awesome last name to have, especially as a clay maker. This is that you make different ceramics, so let's just jump right in. Where does a lot of your experience come from, and tell us a little about specifically the Lunch Bunch.
Well, let's talk about the Lunch Bunch first. We are a group of retired educators. Many are from the university here, and some are from the public classroom, including myself. I was in Florida teaching for over 20 years, and I came home when I retired from education, like everybody does. We come back to the UP for all the reasons that are so great.
Now, of course, this is a large group of you. You're one of 7 of these artists who are also retired teachers. But you specifically have some work here in front of us that is in ceramics. Was that something you always did, or was it the one style that really just fit best with you?
Well, that's an interesting question. When I went into the classroom, I found myself doing a lot of projects with the children with clay. And that's kind of where it all started for me. I found myself staying after school to develop my own work, and then through the years, it got to the point where it became quite successful.
Now, you have 3 different pieces here in front of us. Of the 3, what's the typical time frame it takes to make something like these pieces, and where does the inspiration come from?
Well, that's another interesting question, because when it comes to time in an art piece, you don't really keep track of the time, because if you did, you might be working for $1 an hour. A lot of the ideas come from the fact that as humans, we all have a hunger to tap into our creative soul. And some of us do that through music, some of us do it through dance, and some of us do it with the visual elements. And of course, I use clay as my medium, and in a lot of ways, it allows me to do so many different things.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, coming up, we're going to keep this conversation rolling, because coming up in our next segment, we're going to break down a little bit more. We'll talk a little bit more about the Lunch Bunch, and as well as how you at home can come on over here to 0 Degrees Art Gallery and support not only Patrick Dragon's work, but the 6 other artists who are going to have their work displayed behind me. So that's all coming up in just a few minutes, so definitely stick around. It's back to you in the studio.
Thanks a lot, Michael. That's some really beautiful work. Mandy and I have been trying to figure out what the medium is of that really colorful piece behind you. We can't tell if it's like a painting or if it's a beaded work, but we'll just have to take a closer look when we check back in with you in 30 minutes. And turning our attention to the weather, we have your first alert to scattered showers. We've been talking about it all morning long.
That's right. It's going to be a wet one. I'll time it out.